Hi there. Okay, so today we are going to do a get ready with me in the morning. This is like what I do in the morning slash what I'm going to try and do and put more effort into my skin. So right now, as you can see, I have no makeup besides my eye makeup on and clearly my false lashes. So face is bare. I am not using 4K, even though I could have used 4K on this video because not really that comfortable showing all the little flaws on my skin, but I'm pretty sure iPhone front camera is still pretty clear on HD 30. So yeah, this is actually my best self, as in yesterday I went and got a facial. Haven't gotten a facial, like a proper facial, for years, honestly, because I'm not one of those girls that has the time or money or willing to, I guess, spend the money on doing a bunch of facials all the time. I have a lot of friends now at my age, like paying $400, $800, thousands of dollars doing Botox or using that money to better their skin. I know ladies that are in their 50s that do these, like, I don't know, similar to acid peels, or just these things that I think they poke into your skin and then it sort of bleeds, but it like makes your skin look younger or better or whatever. Full disclosure, I don't have a problem with it. If you do it, I haven't done it yet, doesn't mean I won't. It's kind of the same thing as how I feel about plastic surgery. Haven't done it, but I don't mind. Maybe in the future I will. Never say never. This is not health advice, by the way. Anything in my video or beauty advice, always consult a professional. It's just me sharing with you the steps in the day that I am attempting to do and just kind of like some of the products that I'm using. So anyways, yesterday I did go to do a facial. And it was just like a basic, like, moisturizing facial, but the lady was really educated and she taught me so much about skin that I wish I knew. So first off, she told me that it really depends, obviously, on your skin type. That's something I feel like I kind of knew, but I didn't even know what kind of skin type I really am. So usually I just go and I pick a facial at a spa and whatnot, then I just get it done. But this place that I went to, they gave me like a consultation first, and I was told like what kind of facial I should get. I didn't listen to it though because I was trying to save money, and I'm like, oh, do I want to spend like extra money on this facial when I'm not really sure like what really I'm doing? I decided not to listen to the professional, but that's just really, I feel like it's just me being cheap and I didn't want to like overspend money. But in the future, if you go and you have the money to spend, I definitely recommend actually listening to the professional. So anyways, I didn't, but I still got a good facial and I feel like my face is much cleaner and better than it was the day before. I don't know if you can see it. I don't really want you to see it that much, but I don't know if you can see it. I don't really want you to see it, but I have these like pores that I'm very like insecure about. So I mean, everybody has pores, but as you age, your pores get bigger, and I've seen my mom's pores and I feel like pores are the thing that really like bother me. So my pores got larger every single year, and or at least it feels that way. And on my nose area, I have these little like pores that I see like little black specks, which I assume to be blackheads. And then when I went for my facial yesterday, I asked the lady that was doing my facial, like, can you help me get rid of my blackheads? And she did clean around and like press around, but she did teach me that your skin is kind of like a sponge, and because my skin is considered very dry, which honestly normally when I look at myself, like, first off, usually my friends hype me up. I feel like most people that I meet, like whether it's at a party or new friends or old friends, are always like, your skin's so nice. And I do see my skin in comparison to people around my age, and I'm told like I do have pretty good skin. So I feel like I was overly hyped up my entire life being told I have good skin. So then I was kind of shook when like I went to do my facial and then the lady was like, your skin's not that great. Well, I do also take into account, and then also this is just like my own personal, like, I am normally like a little bit just kind of like pushed back by anybody who will be able to make money off of me. Like if I'm paying for a service and I'm told like, okay, like you need this service or you need to like pay more money for a service, I'm usually just kind of like take a step back and think like, do I really need it? Or am I just being sold this, right? So there's part of me that doesn't really believe it, but anyways, I do agree that my skin is dry though, because she explained it to me that when your skin is really, really dry, it's kind of like a sponge. How a sponge, when it's wet, you can like push out kind of like the dirt. Like if your skin was less dry, then you'll be able to push out like the blackheads easier, the whiteheads or whatever, the dirt. Whereas my skin is so dry that she says it's like very hard to push out like any blackheads. So yeah, I feel like that's probably why I still see like more of the little dots on my nose than I was hoping to see. I was also told that besides like the blackheads that are kind of hard to get rid of because my skin's so dry, she said my skin's dry and also thin, hence why you see like the pinkish parts, which honestly like my whole life I didn't really think was that much of a problem. I'm like, oh, it's like natural blush. But anyway, she says these pink areas kind of show that my skin is due to dryness and like thinner skin. I always knew that my skin wasn't that rough. Honestly, the skin on my hands I feel like is really rough, overly rough. But anyways, I guess I do understand that the skin on my face is thinner than the skin on my hands. But yeah, so she said I have dry and thin skin and that I really need to focus on serums. It's funny because I do buy serums. Like I bought this serum, I don't really use it. I buy so many different things. Like I have so many different products. I have like this face wash, but I also have this face wash. Like I just have a bunch of stuff. And she's like, yeah, lots of people just go out and buy a bunch of different things, but they don't really know what they're doing, or they use the wrong things. So even if you use expensive products or a lot of products, but you're not using it right for your skin tone, it's not suitable, then it's not good. So that was a very good lesson. But she told me that I should focus more on moisturizing because I need to keep it obviously because my skin is too dry. So I do believe that and I do agree with it. So I am gonna work on that. Not that I don't put on lotion, because every day I wash my face, I pretty much like will just get rid of oils. Like I'll focus on this part and this part and this part because I feel like it's more oily in the morning. So I do that and then I put on some type of lotion, but I've never been that caring on it. So now I'm gonna focus more on like specifically serums. This one really isn't a serum, and she told me like she would have to see the products to know if it's actually like suitable for me. But I actually like got this from Sephora. Well, this is like a little sample that I want. But when I was in Florida, I went to a Sephora on my downtime waiting for the flight, and I bought this. So this is the actual size. It's from Glow Recipe, and it looks like this. It's very cute. It's watermelon. But anyways, I have a sample one, so I'm gonna start using this one first. It's called Watermelon Glow Niacinamide. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Dewdrops. So they're like serum-ish. I'm not sure if it's really considered a serum. She told me it has to be like very small. Like the little particles need to be very, very small to be actually defined as a serum. So, but this is more serum-like than a cream. And she says cream is more for like nighttime. So I put this on now. After learning from the girl at Sephora that, well, she recommended it to me because I said I want smaller pores and brightening, and she says this is amazing for brightening your skin, moisturizing, and then also minimizing your pores because niacinamide apparently can do that. So I'm working on hopefully minimizing my pores. We'll see if it actually makes a big difference. I don't know if it's in my head, but I use this for like a couple of days and I feel like my pores are slightly smaller. But yeah, serum in the daytime is more what I'm gonna focus on, and definitely like a cream nighttime. And then also, like, I realize when you do facials, they focus a lot like on your neck too, which I probably need to focus more on, because usually when I do my morning like lotions, I don't really put it on my neck too much. So yeah, that's the one that I'm gonna focus on in the daytime. And I feel like since she says I need more moisture, I could put on like a layer of cream too on my face just to like make it more wet, and hopefully eventually I can get rid of those blackheads on like future facials. So she says that usually what people do is you don't get it one facial and like all of a sudden fix your skin, because there's so many different types of facials. Sometimes you have to take like one step, like one course, and then learn something else. That's how I'm explaining it, but it's like you have to maybe moisturize your face enough and have enough serums on multiple facials, then you build up, then you can do the next step of whether you want to, you know, clarify and extract certain things, it'll be easier. So I thought that that was pretty interesting, because I used to think, yeah, it's like a one step and go type of situation, but I feel like different spas definitely offer different types of facials. Like I said, there's certain more intense ones, also more expensive ones, so I guess use whatever that suits you, but definitely you have to have like a good base. I'm not going out right now, so I'm not going to put on sunscreen, but usually I also put, like, after I put on my base, I'll put on like sunscreen, but right now I'm not. I'm just going to put on some cream. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you, I guess, the different ones that I bought. Like I said, I buy like a lot. This is just some that I have so much more I haven't opened yet, but this one is good for like nighttime. It's just like a cream. It's Youth Preserve Dream Face Cream. Smells really good. I kind of switch around, like I'll use this sometimes for nighttime after I shower, and then other times I use this, the Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream, nighttime or daytime. So I'm going to use this probably for daytime today. And this one is the Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer from Fresh. This I like to use sometimes in the daytime. It also smells amazing. It's like more cream based. But yeah, she told me more like I need cream based nighttime. I definitely need serums daytime. I think maybe I could use serum at nighttime too. But anyways, I just want to put on extra moisture on my face, since now I'm like really sensitive and I feel like I haven't been taking good care of my skin all these years. And sometimes I told her like nighttime I don't even put on like creams or anything, because I'm just like lazy. But yeah, I definitely feel the dryness. Like my face it's not that moisturized at all times. So that's definitely my fault. Should have put more focus on it. And I didn't like do this when I was like younger, 20s, early 20s. I feel like I put more focus on late 20s. So it would have been better if I started at like 16 or something. But I did put on sunscreen when I was like starting like 16 years old. So I usually put on sunscreen all the time. So good thing she didn't tell me I had like a lot of sun damage. Because if she told me that, I wouldn't believe it too much. But I see like there's a spot here and a spot here that I swear I got like after being out in the sun, either on a hike or on a trip, beach or something like that. I feel like I see those like little spots more obviously the more I go out like directly under the sun, even when I have a hat on. But sometimes, you know, you want to take your hat off and take pictures, so I feel like that's when the sun gets me. But usually I'm good. Like I have my moisturizers, I got my SPF, a lot of SPF, PA+++ sunscreens on, and then I put a hat on, and then on top of that I have like more powder, because in my head I'm like, oh, if I put like more foundation on top of my sunscreen, that's like even more protection. So usually I'm like really crazy protected, I feel like, more than anyone else under the sun. So I have a lot less sun damage or sunspots. But yeah, doesn't hurt now to put on more focus on moisturizing my face. I do feel like it looks a lot better after I moisturize it. Like it feels dewier. But yeah, I'm gonna look around and see if maybe there's other serums, because I don't think the watermelon, this dewy thing that I bought, is necessarily like a serum, because it doesn't say it's a serum. It just feels like serum-y. So I'm probably gonna have to buy more serums, moisturize more. I don't really put on like face masks religiously all the time, so I probably have to focus more on that. And hopefully, if I make enough money to a comfortable level, that I can afford to go and do facials all the time, or join as a member somewhere at a spa to like get my face done all the time, it'll be better care. But I'm also a believer of I don't like to put on too much chemicals on my face if not necessary. So yeah, just wanted to share this with you guys in case you found it helpful for anybody. I also learned that for people with rougher skin, so for example my SO, he has rougher skin, it's better for exfoliating, whereas obviously like I have very thin skin, so I don't need to exfoliate as much. But she said that doesn't mean I should never exfoliate, because sometimes you have dead skin. Like my skin was very dry when she found it, and she was like, that's that you got some dead skin on your face because it's so dry and you didn't take really good care of it through like moisturizing. So keep that in mind, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.